the numbers would tell us that we're a really anxious society right now. The National Institute of Mental Health estimates that up to 18% of the adult population in America is suffering from some kind of anxiety disorder, and women are twice as likely as men to suffer from anxiety. Some experts believe that we're seeing more and more anxiety because women in particular don't feel as safe as they used to feel. They tend to worry more about environmental dangers, and mothers and fathers naturally worry about their children going off to school. But when you add in the news of the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary, that can turn into a really serious worry for some people, particularly women. And there's worry about the economic situation of the country. Am I going to lose my job? Are they going to downsize? These are real worries that can spin out of control. Some people looking at anxiety believe that women are suffering from more anxiety today than in past years because it's a cultural problem. Their grandmothers may have had simpler lives, but they may have been more satisfying. They valued close friendships more. Now we're texting more, we're having to answer emails more, we're multitasking and managing everything from household to work, and the line between work and home is blurred. If you have something that you have to do for the next day at work, well, you just get on the computer and do it. And so that didn't occur 30 years ago. And so all of that can contribute to a greater sense of dread and anxiety. Oh, I've got to do this or else. Or if I don't do this, my son or daughter is going to be in trouble at school. So there's a constant feeling that you have to catch up on something, that you have to do something, that you have to fix something. There's a certain amount of anxiety in our lives that's very normal. If you are taking on a new job or you have the birth of a new baby, maybe you're worried about the economic situation in the world. These are very real worries. You worry about your kids and if they're safe and if they're doing all right. A certain amount of anxiety is totally normal. But then there's the kind of anxiety that really is more dangerous. If you feel heart palpitations, if you feel like you can't breathe, that you're almost choking, that's the kind of anxiety that can be disabling. There's a feeling of constant worry, and you're worrying all the time. And unlike depression, which is a constant feeling of sadness, a very pervasive feeling of sadness, anxiety, the basic problem is fear. You are worried about everything. Maybe you pace back and forth. Maybe you can't quite leave the house because you're so worried about something out there being dangerous. That's when anxiety is out of control, and that's when you need to get some help. Exercise, changing your lifestyle to include meditation and yoga, relaxation techniques, mindfulness exercises, these can make a profound difference in your day-to-day life. A counselor, like one of our counselors here at Nick Finnegan Counseling Center, can help you look at some of your distorted thinking, some of the fearful thinking that doesn't have any basis in reality. And we can use cognitive behavioral therapy that helps a person look at their thinking that has no basis in reality and then help them to train their minds to replace the negative thought with a positive thought. Now, that takes a lot of work. It takes writing down some of your negative thinking, doing some homework, but it's very effective with anxiety.